Hello, coin collector and coin lovers. The 2003 United Kingdom 1 penny coin, featuring Queen Elizabeth II, written in a scholarly but readable style. It's designed to be close to 3,000 words, suitable for school, college, collecting reference, or personal interest. The 2003 United Kingdom 1 penny coin history, design, and cultural significance. The 1 penny coin of the United Kingdom, minted in 2003, and bearing the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, represents far more than a simple unit of currency. Though small in monetary value, the coin carries layers of historical, political, economic, and cultural meaning. As part of Britain's long tradition of coinage, the 2003 penny reflects centuries of monetary evolution, national symbolism, royal representation, and changing economic realities. This essay explores the history of the 1 penny coin, the significance of its 2003 issue, the reign of Queen Elizabeth II as reflected in British coinage, the artistic and technical aspects of the coin's design, and its place in early 21st century British society. Origins of the British penny. Early history of the penny. The penny is one of the oldest denominations in British monetary history. Its origins date back over 1,200 years to the Anglo-Saxon period. The word penny derives from the Old English pennig, or penning, and early pennies were made of silver. Introduced during the reign of King Offa of Mercia in the late 8th century, the silver penny became the standard unit of currency across England. For centuries, the penny remained the backbone of the British monetary system. Before decimalization in 1971, £1 sterling was divided into 240 pennies. This made the penny a fundamental unit of everyday economic life, used by rich and poor alike. Transition to decimal currency. By the 20th century, Britain's traditional system of pounds, shillings, and pence was increasingly seen as impractical in a modern global economy. On February 15, 1971, known as Decimal Day, the United Kingdom adopted a decimal currency system. Under this system, £1 was divided into 100 new pence. The decimal 1 penny coin, therefore, was not a continuation of the old penny, but a new denomination, albeit one that carried the historical name forward. The modern penny would go on to become one of the most familiar coins in circulation. The 1 penny coin in the modern era. Introduction of the decimal penny. The decimal 1 penny coin was first issued in 1971. It was initially larger and heavier than today's penny and made of bronze. The reverse design featured a crown portcullis, a historic symbol associated with the Palace of Westminster and the authority of Parliament. The penny was intended for everyday transactions, especially small purchases and change. In the early years of decimalization, it retained significant purchasing power and was widely used. Changes in composition. Rising metal prices led to changes in the composition of British coins. In 1992, the Royal Mint changed the penny from bronze to copper-plated steel. This made the coin magnetic and significantly reduced production costs, while preserving the familiar copper appearance. The 2003 penny belongs to this later category, and is therefore made of copper-plated steel rather than solid bronze. Queen Elizabeth II and British coinage. Accession and coin portraits. Queen Elizabeth II ascended to the throne in 1952, following the death of her father, King George VI. Her reign would become the longest in British history, spanning 7 decades. Throughout her reign, her portrait appeared on every British coin, evolving over time to reflect her age and changing artistic styles. British tradition dictates that the monarch's effigy appears on coinage, facing alternately left or right depending on the previous monarch. Since Elizabeth II followed her father, she faced right on her coins. The 4 definitive portraits. During her reign, Queen Elizabeth II appeared in 4 major definitive coin portraits. First portrait, 1953 to 1967, young Elizabeth with a laurel wreath. Second portrait, 1968 to 1984, more mature depiction, wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. Third portrait, 1985 to 1997, a more formal, older representation by sculptor Raphael Maklouf. Fourth portrait, 1998 to 2015, created by Ian Rank Broadley, showing the Queen realistically and without a crown. The 2003 1 penny coin features the fourth portrait, which is widely regarded as one of the most dignified and honest representations of the Queen. The obverse, Queen Elizabeth II. Design and sculptor. The obverse front of the 2003 penny was designed by Ian Rank Broadley, a British sculptor and coin designer. His portrait of the Queen was introduced in 1998 and marked a departure from idealized royal imagery. Instead, it portrayed Elizabeth II with realism, acknowledging her age and experience. This portrait was praised for its dignity and integrity, reflecting a modern monarchy that embraced honesty over flattery. Inscription. The obverse inscription on the 2003 penny reads, Elizabeth E.D. Gireg, F.D., 2003. This Latin abbreviation translates to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Such inscriptions continue a tradition that dates back to medieval coinage, reinforcing the continuity of monarchy and national identity. The reverse, the portcullis design. Symbolism of the portcullis. The reverse back of the 1 penny coin features a crowned portcullis designed by Christopher Ironside. The portcullis is a heavy gate traditionally used in castles and fortifications, symbolizing strength, security, and authority. In British symbolism, the portcullis is closely associated with Parliament and democracy. It appears in official parliamentary insignia and represents the sovereignty of the people under constitutional monarchy. Historical context. Ironside's design was first introduced in 1971 and remained in use until 2008, when a major redesign of British coinage replaced individual symbols with a segmented royal shield across all denominations. The 2003 penny, therefore, belongs to the final generation of traditional reverse designs before this historic change. Physical specifications of the 2003 penny. The technical details of the 2003 United Kingdom 1 penny coin are as follows. Denomination: 1 penny. Year 2003. Monarch: Queen Elizabeth II. Composition: copper-plated steel. Weight: 3.56 grams. Diameter: 20.3 millimeters. Thickness: 1.65 millimeters. Edge: plain. Magnetic. Yes. These specifications reflect the Royal Mint's balance between durability, cost efficiency, and recognizability. The economic context of 2003. Britain in the early 21st century. In 2003, the United Kingdom was experiencing relative economic stability. The country was under the leadership of Prime Minister Tony Blair, and the economy was benefiting from low inflation and steady growth. However, global events such as the Iraq War and debates over European integration influenced public discourse. Despite inflation reducing the purchasing power of small denominations, the penny remained a legal tender and continued to be minted in large quantities. Declining purchasing power. By 2003, the penny could no longer buy anything on its own. Its primary function was as part of pricing strategies and for making exact change. This sparked ongoing debates about whether the penny should be abolished, similar to actions taken in countries like Australia and New Zealand. Nonetheless, the penny persisted due to tradition, public sentiment, and concerns about price rounding. Cultural significance of the penny. Everyday life. For generations, the penny has been part of everyday British life. Expressions such as a penny for your thoughts or penny pinching highlight its deep cultural roots. Even as its economic value declined, its symbolic value remained strong. The 2003 penny would have passed through countless hands, in shops, schools, charity boxes, and household jars, quietly connecting citizens to the state and its institutions. Collecting and numismatics. From a numismatic perspective, the 2003 penny is not rare, but it holds interest for collectors as part of a complete Elizabeth II set, or as an example of pre-2008 reverse designs. Coins in uncirculated or proof condition are more desirable, particularly those from official Royal Mint sets. The end of an era. Redesign in 2008. In 2008, the Royal Mint introduced a radical redesign of British coinage. The traditional individual designs were replaced by sections of the royal shield that form a complete image when all denominations are placed together. This change marked the end of the portcullis penny design that had been in use since decimalization. As a result, the 2003 penny belongs to a historically complete and closed design era. Legacy of the Elizabeth II penny. With the passing of Queen Elizabeth II in 2022 and the accession of King Charles III, coins bearing her effigy ceased to be produced. The 2003 penny is now part of a vast but finite legacy of coinage representing her reign. Conclusion. The 2003 United Kingdom 1 penny coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is a small object with a vast story. Rooted in over a millennium of monetary tradition shaped by modern economic realities and adorned with symbols of monarchy and democracy, it encapsulates British history in miniature form. Though often overlooked or dismissed as insignificant, the penny serves as a tangible link between the past and present. It reflects the continuity of the British state, the longevity of Queen Elizabeth II's reign, and the everyday lives of millions of people. In studying the 2003 penny, we are reminded that history is not only found in grand monuments and major events, but also in the coins we carry, spend, and forget, quiet witnesses to the passage of time.